What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know my mic is clear. Let me know if I'm good to go. How y'all doing tonight? Gonna do a quick show. We ain't gonna be on too long. Gonna talk about developing events in the SWAC. What's going on, Miss Spearman? Hope y'all had a good Christmas. Enjoyed the holidays. I had to take a holiday break. Enjoy the holiday with my loved ones. So we back in full effect now. What's going on, Canes Dolphins 1989? What's going on, Ram Transport LLC? What's going on with y'all? So we got some good news. New developing news. Ed Reed is going to be the new coach for Bethune Cookman. Let me put all my banners and stuff up. Let me give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet as well. What do y'all think about the new hire for Bethune Cookman? Y'all think this is going to be a game changer for that program? What do y'all think? I want to know. I've been saying that the SWAC need to embrace the head coaching, the celebrity head coach thing. I think that's going to be a good draw for our conference. I think they need to find a way to get Ray Lewis into this thing. I think it's great. I think it's going to be, because we needed somebody to really get the headlines popping for our conference. Since Dion and Shadur and Travis left, the headlines was going to be gone. Wasn't really anybody that was going to capture the headlines of mainstream media like that. Besides Jackson State, if Jackson State keep winning, they'll do it. But we know it was a given with Shadur, Dion, and Travis. So having Ed Reed in the conference now is going to give us some more publicity. So I think it's a great thing for them. God bless them. Reed can only help. I love him. Great. Bethune Cookman is on the come up. Yeah, I knew somebody was going to do it. I knew somebody was going to get Ed Reed or Ray Lewis. I knew it was going to happen. Yeah. Home run hire. Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. Ed Reed seems like a good coach. He's not going to be all on the social media and stuff like Coach Prime was, because that's just not his personality. He probably do a little something, like do a little videos, motivational videos and stuff like that. But he's not going to be all on the internet like Coach Prime was. That's just not his thing. I don't think TC Taylor is going to be all on the internet either like that, because it just doesn't seem like his personality. I think Coach O will. I think Coach O for Jackson State, he'll be on social media. He seems like, he has a personality to kind of connect with the youth and stuff like that. We already got calls coming in. Hold on, I ain't opened up the phone lines yet. What y'all doing? Y'all got the number saved or something. Hold on, I'm gonna get to the calls in just a moment. Ed Reed, Jimmy Reed, Bobby Lee Reed, JSU by 30. Y'all are funny. It's gonna take time though. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while for him to build that program. And I wonder about the stadium. I wonder they're gonna add on to it, because more people are gonna come to the games now that Ed Reed is the coach, and they have a small stadium. So I wonder, is that gonna be okay for them? Let me go and get this call. Let me see. Let me go and get this call on. Hold on a second, y'all. What's going on, Caller? You live?
What's going on, Buzz? It's Gabriel up in Memphis. How you doing tonight?
What's going on, Gabriel?
Well, I'll say this right here. I think that was an excellent hire for Bethune Cookman, especially with them being in Florida. So, and I think that's a good matchup for Ed Reed, because he really don't have to lead the state.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to recruit really, really good out of the state, get him some good players over there. I think give him about, like, I say, the 2024 season. I think Bethune Cookman is going to be something to reckon with, And I say this right here to those who say, you know, you don't need, you know, I guess celebrity coach or you know, big names, splash, you know, real good, you know, instant credibility.
Right.
And
Just look at how many people are talking about him already. People like of him. I think the Bleacher Report, Adam Schefter, all these people posting about it got millions of views already. Like, so Bethune Cookman has gotten their brand out there for millions of eyes, just like that, just by a simple hire. So hiring a celebrity coach can do wonders.
Right. Now, no, okay, no splurges on TC Taylor. I think, you know, with him not having the big name, I think he's doing a great job recruiting, you know, and he's getting the players, you know, some like most of the players that jumped in the portal are coming back. So Jackson State, they you know, they're going to be very, you know, I think very, very formidable. But on the flip side of that, I would much rather have it been like an Ed Reed or Ray Lewis or even Cam Newton. You know,
I think they're gonna be all right with TC though. I think they're gonna be all right with TC because think about it. Yeah. TC coached under Coach Prime, so he knows the system. He can keep it going. I think having TC there made it comfortable for the players to return to Jackson State. I think if you would have had a new coach, a lot of them probably wouldn't have returned because it would have been like, you know, it's just like you being at a job and you having a certain boss and then a new boss get hired. You know, when that new boss get hired, you might not fit into the company anymore. He might want to start something over and let folks go. So I think with TC being there, that kind of made the players comfortable with staying at Jackson State or coming back after they enter the transfer portal.
Okay, I feel you on that because, like I said, you know, Wilkerson came back. They got Seven McGee. They got a nice squad. They got a nice
some
squad,
good guys.
But yeah, okay, man. But that's all I really had to say. You know, I think that was a good look for Bethune Cookman. Is Mr. Ford coming on tonight?
He might. I'm not sure. You know, I just started the show. It was just a quick impromptu show, but we gonna run it as long as people wanna. As long as people want to talk, we'll run it. So yeah, we'll just stay tuned. I'm sure he'll pop up.
Okay. I'm gonna get on off him, man, and I'm gonna you know, keep listening to your show.
All right, thank you.
All right now.
All right, yeah, Gabriel. So I guess I'm gonna open up the phone line so y'all can call in and get y'all opinion. I'm done monologuing for right now. Let me get the phone lines up there. All right, phone number 657-390-4814. You want to call in, give your opinion on the new hire for Bethune Cookman. What do you think about Jackson State's recruiting? We could talk about it. SWAC East is a beast. Yeah, man. All the good teams in the SWAC. I mean, all the good teams are in the SWAC East. Hold on just a second, y'all. Got a call coming in. Give me 1 second. What's up, Holly? You live? Talk to me.
Hey, SB, how you doing? It's Chris Tapp, San Antonio, Texas, brother. How you doing, man?
What's going on? Shout out to San Antonio.
Yeah, so I know Mr. Ford isn't on, but I'm going to say this right here. I don't know Ed Reed's coaching background, but like you were saying earlier in the caller who just called in, by it being a Hall of Famer, Ed Reed, that's not only is it good for SWAC, it's good for Bethune Cookman. And I say that SWAC buzz because please remind me on this, help me with my facts, okay? I think that Bethune Cookman is the only school in the SWAC that's private, right?
I think you might be right.
So with that being said, I know when it comes to like Howard and Hampton, I know sometimes it was kind of hard for them to get recruits. I know Edgerrin James' son, I think, is over there at Howard or Hampton. But by it being a private school, I think they need that notoriety for a Ed Reed or a Ray Lewis or a Rod Woodson or a Jonathan Vilma. So not only is it good for the SWAC, but it's also double good for Bethune Cookman because a lot of us, we're not key to go to these private institutes outside of Howard, Hampton, Morehouse, and Spelman. So I think it's a win. If he doesn't have the coaching experience, SWAC Buzz, I think he'll be able to put the coaches around him, which will help elevate him and have him look good as a winning head coach, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of experience coaching at Miami, so I wouldn't be shocked if he was able to come in and do a good job. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring a good coaching staff around him. But these NFL Hall of Fame guys, they have connections. They have friends. They got a ton of football experience, so they can go out and get a good coaching staff.
Yeah, so when I look at Ed Reed at Miami or even Eddie George, well, he was coaching at Miami, but he wasn't a head coach. And Coach Eddie George, he wasn't a head coach, which is in Coach Prime's case, he was a head coach for several years. But again, SWAC Buzz, I think it's a good hire. I'm really happy for those guys down in Bethune Cookman. And again, I think this can really be something major. And it's no doubt in my mind that the Miami Hurricanes, the Florida Gators, and those other big schools in Florida, they're gonna raise the eyebrows now, not just when it comes to FAMU, but now Bethune-Cookman. So I think it's a great thing, brother.
Yeah, because they got to recruit against them now. And, a lot of people just probably want to play for Ed Reed. So what do you think his first season, if you had to guess what his record would be first season? I know it's hard. I know it's a hard one. Because
I would logically say and practically say by him never being a head coach, if he can get the right head coaches around him, because as we can tell, the SWAC don't pay good, neither does the MEAC, plus it's a private school, he got those things working for him and against him. If he hops in the transfer portal, and SWAC it's not knocking these high school kids, parents, please don't take these words the wrong way. If he hops inside the transfer portal and just be hellified aggressive, I can see a .500 season this year coming up. What is it, 12 games or is it 11 games, SWAC Buzz and SWAC? Is it 11 or 12 games?
It's 11. 11,
so I can see a 5.
It's 12.
Okay, so I can see a 5-7 season. Hell, maybe even a 6-5 season. That's if he has the right coaches around him. But now 2024, I can definitely see him being above .500. Is that fair?
Now, don't forget now that Bethune-Cookman, they didn't get blown out every game. Some of those games they were close, so they got some athletes at that school. They got some athletes at that school. They just didn't know how to win. So,
SWAC Buzz, I'm gonna say it to you like Vin Diesel, like you sound Fast and Furious. Whether you win by an inch or a mile, win. If you lose by 1 point or 55, we're losing. Okay.
That's true.
So they didn't get blown out, but still, you get my point.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? I mean, do you think it's going to be? You think he's going to be above 500 this year?
I want to see the staff that he's going to put around him, but I think if he gets a nice quarterback, because I think the quarterback position is going to be key for the SWAC this year. Whoever has the best quarterback is probably going to win the SWAC. Whoever has the best quarterback and a good defense is probably going to win the SWAC. So, we don't really know what Jackson State quarterback situation is going to be. They got some good players, but at the same time, we don't know what they look like in game action. We know that they got good stats, like the guy from that's coming from high school. He's still a high school player, though. He doesn't have the muscle yet, to play on the Division I level just yet. So we don't know how he would perform as a freshman at Jackson State. So, I think a lot of coaches are still going to be aggressive trying to get a proven quarterback, a 4-star guy somewhere on that level to come lead their team in the SWAC. And if Ed Reed can get somebody like that and then build a good defense, because he's a defensive guy. So if he can build a good defense, I think he can be a force to be reckoned with in the SWAC.
You know, some SWAC buzz. You're right. I'm gonna put this out there to all the SWAC coaches or whoever can hear me on this line right now. Bethune Cookman has always historically had a solid defense. They wasn't great, they wasn't bad. Like you said, they can just boost that defense. But guess what, SWAC buzz? You into something here. That quarterback, there was a junior college in Mississippi. I forgot the name of it. He was an All-American as a freshman. He was an All-American this year, and I still don't think no one picked him up. I forgot. I could probably call back in later on the show and give you the name of the junior college, but
definitely
he's still out there, SWAC buzz. And I
said, definitely do that because I want to know who you're talking about.
Yeah, let me give the next caller a chance, and I'll call back in and give you the name of that quarterback, SWAC buzz. Thanks for your time.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Caller, they just hung up. You can call back, and I'll get you on the show. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank y'all for tuning in. What's going on in the comments? Shadur came straight out of high school and won the SWAC. Yeah, but Shadur is different. You know, like, let's be honest. Shadur is different. He has professional training. You know, he had a grown body, I would say. Shadur's body was not your typical high school athlete. You know, he did a lot of weightlifting. He had some size on him coming out of high school already. Shadur didn't really grow that much from year 1 to year 2. He was a big guy when he came in anyway. If I was Ed Reed or TC, get you a Brian Dawkins defense. You can't get nobody better than that. Phone lines are open if y'all want to call in. Phone lines are open right now, 657-390-4814. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the channel. Depends on the staff, but I'll say 5 games at least. Shadur was a 4-star coming out of high school, right? He did get to practice in the spring, too. All right, we got a call coming in, y'all. Give me just one. What's on? You talk to me.
Hello?
What's going on? Talk to me. You live.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Robert, man. I'm a faithful Wildcat down here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm really excited about this pick.
Yeah, I know y'all.
And I came across this and just wanted to say that we are really excited in Florida. We just think that what he would need to do is just keep the top players, well, not the top, like going to Division 1A, but some of the top guys here in the state of Florida. What we've been having problems with in Florida is all of our great players leaving the state of Florida. If you look at University of Alabama, the last 3 or 4 Heisman Trophy winners have been from where? The state of Florida. Mm-hmm. If you look at all these teams, Alabama, Georgia, they're laden with players from the state of Florida. So I think if he just concentrates on that and focuses in the Florida area, and of course, reach out to Georgia and New Orleans and stuff where he's from, I think we'll do fine. But we are really excited about this. People don't realize we were the MEAC champions for 4 times in the last 10 years.
Yeah. So
my school has been doing some things lately. We beat FAMU 9 years in a row. We just lost to them 2 years in a row, but before that, we beat them 9 years in a row. So we want to get back to that. Now, we did terrible this year, and we had to make a coaching change. But I just wanted to, give you guys a call, man, and say we are super excited about this pick.
I want to ask you a question. So,
okay.
So if the fan base comes out and y'all start to pack that stadium, how that stadium capacity is what? How big?
It's not that big, man. It's probably 10,000. We're one of those schools that don't own our own stadium.
Yeah.
You think about it. We're just 2 miles away from the world's most famous beach, Daytona. Okay. We don't have the room on our campus. We're a private school. We don't have the room on our campus to have a stadium.
So let me ask you.
We have that stadium. Our stadium is like a 20-minute drive from the campus.
Okay, let me ask you this: is there another stadium nearby that has a bigger capacity?
If you ever been to Daytona, as far as for the African American culture, it's Bethune. Is nothing else. It's nothing else.
Oh, okay.
For the African American culture, everything else is the beach and of course the Daytona Beach Speedway. So no other alternatives there. The only other stadiums would be high school stadiums. It is the stadium that we is the largest one that we have an option to play in. So that's going to be an issue. But I don't think that's going to be an issue right now because we have to build up that following, you know what I mean, and all of that. I think it's ample for what we're trying to do right now. I think we get Ed Reed in there, man, and start winning again, and I want us to start doing things like what Prime Tide did at JSU. Start getting those sponsors in. Hey, why aren't we reaching out to Daytona Speedway to start doing some things with them? They're right down the street from our school. Why aren't we not trying to have, with Ed Reed, let's try to have college game day. How about this? On the world's most famous beach. Could you imagine that? College game day on the beach, Daytona Beach. We have to start thinking outside the box. These are some of the suggestions that I'm giving them. Let's think outside the box and start putting our school on the map. Yeah, we're a small school, historically black school or whatever, but we have a lot of history. We have a Hall of Famer from our school, Larry Little. We have some history. We put a lot of players in the NFL, from Rasheem Mathis to Nick Collins, and further other people. So I just think, man, I'm just really excited about just be coming here to get some head coaching experience to go back and coach it. And I say let's not worry about it. Let's just use him to get us some recruits in there. And if he leaves in a few years, so be it. Don't be upset with that. Let's get somebody else in there. But I'm excited about this because I think he's going to be able to put us on the map. People who have never heard of Bethune Cookman are going to start hearing about us. Think about how many people. I've never heard of no Jackson State. I'm just speaking outside. Outside of the HBCU world. People hadn't really heard of Jackson State, but now everyone knows who Jackson State is. Yeah. So I think that'll be the benefit. One of the benefits, name recognition, trying to get us some sponsors in there with these corporations, that type of thing. If we do it the right way.
Someone said it's bad reception. Is it bad reception on my end or is it bad reception on his end? Y'all let me know. Are y'all hearing everything clearly?
How about that? Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. I just want to make sure that they can hear
sorry
you.
About that.
They can hear you clearly. It's on both.
Yeah, I muted the TV, so.
Someone said his end. Okay.
Well, I don't. I don't know what I can do.
In a bigger venue because I feel like with Ed Reed being there, a lot of fans is gonna want to come to watch the games now.
Two major cities between it, but as far as Daytona goes, yes, no bigger stadium.
Okay, they saying it had a robotic sound. Let me fix that. Let me see. It might be my What about now, y'all? Is it fixed now? Let me know if it's fixed now. Say yours going in and out. So I just restarted my audio interface. Did that work? Let me know if that worked. Let me know if that worked, y'all. All right, they said it worked. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm glad y'all let me know.
Yeah, that's good looking out. But I just think it's just a buzz going on already, man. It's just been a few hours since they announced this. And, our school was doing terrible this year. After having 9 years in a row of winning seasons and beating, our nemesis is FAMU. We're not gonna even lie. They're like the Goliath and we're David. So we're always wanting to beat them. They're 3 times larger than us. They're a public school. They get all the money, so we always have this complex about them, beating them. We beat them for 9 years in a row. Then we lost the last 2 years. So now we're down and out and we're trying to get back up. I think this is going to do it, man. And it may not be overnight because think about it. We're in the middle of the signing season where they've already, JSU's signed already 14 people. FAMU's already signed him, but we didn't have a coach.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt next year, where he can go in and build up a repertoire, start getting his name out there and getting some players in. I'm just going to call next year a wash. We can't go in there expecting him to do what Primetime did, in that first year. It would be nice if it happens, but I'm a realist, so I'm not going into it thinking, okay, we're just going to turn it around next year. Because to be honest, our team looked terrible this year. It looked really bad.
So how many wins you giving them?
Oh man, if we have a winning season, that'll be great. I'll put it that way. If we have a winning season, that'll be great. But once again, it's gonna. I'm more interested in the buzz and bringing Cookman up to the map. Think of like we're a small historical black school, but we have a rich history. Our founder is buried on our campus. One of the civil rights leaders, one of the most popular female civil rights leaders, is our namesake. Mm-hmm. And people start hearing about us. A lot of people don't even know our school is in Daytona. They just know Daytona Beach, but they don't know the rich history that we have there. So that's what I'm excited about. People start learning about the history of Bethune.
Someone said in the comments.
Then,
someone said in the comments, is Bethune Cookman a stepping stone because the current Miami coach on shaky ground? We can't have another joker. Well, I think SWAC fans, we got to get used to some of our schools being stepping stone positions, or being entry level head coaching positions for these coaches. We can't expect everyone to want to stay 10, 20 years, in the SWAC. A lot of these guys that's former NFL players, they're going to come to the SWAC, get some head coaching experience, and then they're going to try to move up to, probably a Power 5 school or something. So, I think Bethune Cookman fans should expect that, but just try to get what you can get out of having Ed Reed as your head coach right now.
That's the expectation I'm telling all of my friends. Let's use him and let him use us. Let's just be real about it. The man is coming there to get some experience. If he leaves to go to the Miami Hurricanes in 4 or 5 years, if he leaves us better off than where we are now, then we've won. And then we can get another coach in there. You can't expect somebody who can be offered $5 million a year to stay at Cookman where we can only offer him $200,000 a year. That's not realistic. But let's just use him to get us back on the map and get us back moving forward in a winning tradition and just be real about that. These coaches move all the time. It's not just at these HBCUs. These coaches move all the time.
As long as he don't come to his press conference talking about God brought him to Bethune Cookman and all this.
If you don't come with the God thing, I'm fine with it. Yeah, that's where I had a problem with Prime with the God thing, but that's another story. But yeah, man, I'm thank you for listening to me, man. And hey, it's gonna be wild down here in Florida, man. It's gonna be wild. Me and my frat brothers, we already getting ready. And Kappa Alpha Psi, by the way, spring 1990. I have to throw that
shout out to you,
But anyway, thanks for listening to me, man. And I hope everybody will be enjoying some Bethune Cookman football this year.
All right. Appreciate that. Thank you for the call.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah, y'all. Appreciate that call. The phone lines are open, 657-390-4814. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we had earlier. I'm glad y'all let me know. I had to restart my audio interface and that cleared up everything. That was funny. I'm sick of these dudes who keep invoking God's name into everything. There will be buzz just because he's Ed Reed. Come on, man. Yeah, like that post that they just posted a couple of hours ago is already at 1 million views on Twitter. So there's definitely an effect when you get a big name coach like Ed Reed coming. Bethune Cookman post getting 1 million views and getting thousands of comments. Come on now. Who would have thought that? Ed Reed and Ray Lewis said years ago they wanted to coach at HBCU. I wonder if SWAC coaches will hate Ed like they hated Prime. I don't think SWAC coaches really hated Prime, though. I think they liked having him there. I believe they wanted to beat him. That's all that was. I think they really wanted to beat Coach Prime because, Coach Prime is cocky with it. He comes in, it's it's okay to beat somebody, but when somebody is showboating and talking noise to you and saying that, yeah, I know we gonna beat you, that kind of gets on people's nerves because they couldn't beat him, and then he talked noise when he beat you. He needs to hit the ground running because that portal is hot right now. All right. I can't wait to see the staff he puts together. Now, that's going to be the question. He could end up having the best coaching staff in the SWAC. Who knows? Because, he has the connections. Ed has SWAC roots, family worked for Grambling. Yeah, they was trying to give him, I heard they was trying to give him the Grambling position, but he said it wasn't the right time, and so he didn't take the job for Grambling. The one that hates him got his butt whipped on homecoming. Man, that little situation with Coach Prime and Coach Eddie Robinson, that's gonna go down in history. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. Yep, you right, Swagbuck. Gotta have money to pay that staff, so we'll have to see. Y'all, the phone lines are open 657-390-4814. I'll take a few more calls. I'm not gonna keep y'all too late tonight. I just wanted to chop it up with y'all about Ed Reed going to Bethune Cookman. And we could talk about Jackson State and these recruits because everybody thought Jackson State was dead. They thought they was dead in the water, and guess what happened? T.C. Taylor said, not so fast. He said, not so fast. Got Quay Davis back. Got Niles Gaddy back. Got some dogs back, man. Jackson State might not take this year off. I see them going undefeated again, y'all. All they need is a quarterback. We got to see if those two guys, Phillip Short and PJ Hatter, we got to see. We got to see which one is going to step up and be the dog. JSU is killing the game right now. Yeah. They're not dead yet. I hope JSU can get Cam Newton as a QB coach. I just think it'll be so lit with Cam Newton at a HBCU. Just imagine the fans wearing the hats and everything Cam wearing. It'll just be fun. TC is kicking ass. Yep. QB PJ Hatter from Houston. They're both legit. I think TC Taylor is probably going to get another QB, and they're going to have like a 3-man competition come spring. No days off, Swag Buzz. We ain't going nowhere. Right. Man, this season is going to be fun, man. I cannot wait to see how things shake up. I actually think Coach Prime leaving is going to be good for the SWAC because I think it's going to be, we're not going to have as much attention as we did before, but I think everybody's going to be a lot more competitive. And I think all the schools will start to get a little bit of the spotlight, and then it won't just be one school taking up all the attention. Hold on, y'all. I got a call coming in. Let's see who this is. What's going on, Cardi Live? Talk to me.
You know what I'm telling you. I think that was a good idea, but you know how to go out and get some good recruits like Deion, because I'm a Deion Sanders fan. Like, he gonna need a quarterback, blah blah, some staff and coach, but I think it was a good idea though.
What you think he need? You say
like Colorado.
What you say now?
You say what?
Go ahead, finish what you was about to say.
Ahead. No, you can go. What you was about to say?
Oh, well, I was gonna ask. So, what kind of coaches you think he need to hire? You think he need to hire more NFL experienced coaches, or do you think he should hire well-established college coaches with a lot of experience? Would you bring in a lot of your NFL guys?
Yeah, like Deion did. That's what I would do. But it's up to him, though. You see what I'm saying?
I got you, man. What you doing? You laying down, man? It sound like you laying down on the phone, bro.
Nah.
I don't know what you.
But like I was saying,
go ahead.
That's up to him, but he can get some NFLs though. But it's up to him. But that, and he gonna get a.
My bad, man. I couldn't really hear you, brother. I couldn't really hear you, man. You sound kind of muffled and just didn't sound right, man. Call back later. Appreciate the call. 657-390-4814. The phone lines are open. Thank you for the contribution. God saw beginning and knows end. Appreciate that. Texas Southern Tiger Nation should attempt to remain humble as we conquer the SWAC and win the Celebration Bowl this upcoming season. All right, Texas Southern. I like to see that. He's a prime man. I mean, Prime fans can still call. I mean, you know, Prime fans are still going to be watching the show. They want to see what Jackson State is going to do. They're going to have to stay in the know now. They got to see what we're going to be up to. They want to see this thing going to fall off the rails. So, you know, I'm a Prime fan too. I was a Prime fan, but, you know, I'm more of a SWAC fan than I am a Prime fan because I grew up, you know, and my sister is crazy because my sister, you know, she seen a video I posted with, you know, me being recording the press conference with Coach Prime, and she was like, "You used to wear this man's shoes when you was a kid, and now you in the same room with him during the press conference." She just thought it was crazy, but I mean, it's okay to be a fan of him. Yeah, I was disappointed that he left and that he made those promises, but it's all good. I think the SWAC is in a good space. I think we're gonna be great, and I think we're gonna be okay without Prime. We don't need him. I think we're gonna be good without him. Y'all were just Prime fans too. No, I'm a SWAC fan. I've been going to SWAC games ever since I was a toddler. I used to travel with the Jackson State football team, went to Jackson State, graduated from Jackson State, so I'm SWAC through and through. There's no faking over here. Trust and believe. Y'all SWAC, what you think about Marcus Stokes coming to JSU, the QB who Florida Gators pulled scholarship? Is he really coming to the SWAC though? That's the question. All right, we got a call coming in, y'all. Hold on just a second. Oh, caller that just hung up, you can call right back and I'll put you on the show. Sorry about that. No way JSU beat CU next year with all the talent CU getting. I don't think Coach Prime is going to want to play Jackson State. He already said that he doesn't think it's fair for a school with 85 scholarships to play a school with 63. When is the JSU coaching staff being announced? That's a good question. I'd like to see that as well. Let's see who's calling in. Hold on, y'all. What's going on? Caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on? I think it's a good move by Bethune Cookman. You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it. What you think they're gonna do?
I think it's a good move. I think it's just the tricky part is Ed Reed. He's a good name, but or is Bethune Cookman willing to do the things that Jackson did in order to keep their coaching staff? You know what I'm saying? Like, because Ed Reed can't do it by himself, but he got to have the right coaching staff that's going to make it happen. But who's going to be willing to say, hey, we'll take a lower pay cut to try to build, you know what I'm saying, build you guys up. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's going to be the tricky part. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's going to be unfair.
You're going to have guys that's going to have to be willing to put in the work. And they're going to have to be willing to say, you know what? I'll take less.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I think it's going to be unfair to kind of think that he's going to be able to do what Coach Prime did. I think we're going to have to pump our brakes.
What I'm saying is, but you still have to. Yeah, but you still have to build it. You get what I'm saying? You still have to. If you're trying to get the right guys to do the, to build the players up. And like everybody's saying he's going to get these guys from the NFL. He's going to get these college experienced guys, but those guys are going to say, hey,
I need to get paid.
I want to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
so what I'm saying is if we can find the right guys that are willing to say, hey, we'll work with you, coach. You know what I'm saying? We want to help build the program up. Then that's where, you know what I'm saying, he can get a lot. I feel he'll be able to get a lot done. Because I can imagine the connections that he has, those guys, they're going to be hard pressed about certain things. And, when you get to looking at the budgets and stuff, they're going to be like, hey, man, I'm not doing all that work for free. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like he knows that. I feel like he knows that coming in, though. Like, you have to know.
Yeah.
You have to know the funds that your school is going to be able to give you. And I'm really interested to see what kind of salary he's going to have. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as much as Jackson State gave Coach Prime, but I'm pretty sure he's going to make, probably $200K at least a year. I'm pretty sure. So I think that he'll be able to get a good staff. He's not going to be able to pay them as much, but I think a lot of these players with NFL experience that want to have coaching experience, they're probably going to go to Bethune Cookman and coach under him.
Well, that's true too. But again, you know how this stuff works. It's like, cause just like Coach Prime, right? He did his thing, but at the end of the day, if it wasn't for his staff, there would have been a lot of stuff that he wouldn't have been able to do. You know what I'm saying? He had to make sure the defensive staff was straight. He had to make sure the offensive staff, because those guys really recruit. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are the ones who really bring in the players, because those guys, you know what I'm saying? Think about what he's doing at Colorado. He's bringing in them different coordinators from them different areas, because them the guys that's going into the living room saying, hey, man, I know your son since elementary school, and I want him to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those offensive, defensive coordinators, those guys are so important, man. If Ed Reed get the right ones, Ed Reed, he a Florida connected guy.
Yeah.
So if he get the right staff, them dudes going to have connections to Miami schools, Dade County. You know what I'm saying? They going to have connections. So he'll be able to just pull kids from Florida. Because if you know Florida got so much talent, man, it is ridiculous.
Right. Somebody said UAPB should have made an Ed Reed move. Their selection wasn't a good choice. What you think, SWAC? How can you say UAPB choice wasn't good just because he wasn't a celebrity? For all we know, that guy can come into the SWAC recruiting and winning games next year. We don't know. So
exactly.
From what I heard, he actually is a good respected coach in his area, in that area. So we don't know what he's going to do.
And you know how that goes. See, a lot of people don't understand football, man. Like, you ain't got to be a celebrity. If you get the right coach that has the right connections with certain high school level talent, they ain't got to be trying to sell nothing. They just say, hey, man, you got to know who I am. I want you to come play for me. And some high school kids' parents be like, send them on their way.
Right.
My son ain't going nowhere else because we know you, coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that dude might have all kind of connections we don't even know about.
Yeah. Yeah.
UAPB would be the one to sneak up on everybody. Folks don't even know what's going on over there.
Right. Right.
Because people get so caught up in the transfer portal. They get so caught up in the transfer portal, they don't realize you still got to build kids from high school. You can't just be relying on kids that already playing college ball.
Right. Well, I appreciate the call. Let me get some
Everybody
of these other
coming
callers.
out of high school ain't gonna be no.
Had to land your plane, brother. I was trying to get to these other calls. Oh, this person hung up. Oops. The person just hung up. You can call back. I get you on the show. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Phone number 657-390-4814. Phone lines are open if you want to call in, give your opinion on what's going on. 657-390-4814. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Wideman, Rucker, Willie Gaines are still on the roster, and Quay Davis. Yeah, I think Jackson State still has the most talented roster in the SWAC, honestly. Yeah, they got the most talented roster. Well, not the talented roster. I mean the talented receiving core in the SWAC. They still got the most talented receiving core. Alonzo Hampton is a former Florida State assistant coach, was hired as Arkansas Pine Bluff head coach. Yeah, I think he's going to do good, man. Chilling Jarvis tripping on haters. Yeah, phone lines are open there. I'll take a few more calls and then we'll shut it down tonight. I was just doing a quick show. Wanted to hear y'all opinions on what y'all think about Ed Reed going to Bethune Cookman. 657-390-4814. Timothy Jazz coaches didn't make but $50K. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the assistant coaches don't get paid that much in the SWAC, so I can understand. But I think that's going to change. I think you're going to see a lot of schools start to up their pay. I know Jackson State probably going to start upping the pay of their coaches. because you want to be able to keep these guys in house. His defensive coaching staff is going to be crazy. His defense will be the best in the SWAC. That remains to be seen. Now, some people talking about Ray Lewis is going to be his D coordinator. That would be crazy. If they had Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and Bethune Cookman, that would be crazy. That's what they do. That's their mission in their miserable lives. But yeah, y'all. If give me 1 second. Why does this person keep calling and hanging up? Person that just called, you can call back. I get you back on. Phone number 657-390-4814 if y'all want to call in. Ray Lewis not taking a job for $40,000. Oh no, they're not gonna pay Ray Lewis $40,000. Y'all crazy? Y'all know they're gonna pay him some money. They're gonna at least get him $100K. For Ray Lewis to come, he's at least gonna get $100K. It's not about being a celebrity. It's about picking someone who will move the needle here. UAPB. Hold on, y'all. I got a call coming in. Let's see who this is. What's going on, Carly Live? Talk to me.
Hey, I want to come in on Ed Reed.
Go ahead.
I feel like this is a good moment. For HBCU sports. It's keeping the spotlight on us, and I just hope the social media presence keep up on it and keep it in HBCU names and household name. And I feel like they should take advantage of it and do like a documentary on it, like they do Real Housewives of Atlanta or something like that, make it into a reality show.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Schools and coaches.
Yeah, I can see that happening. What do you think they're going to do next year? How many wins you think they're going to have?
Bethune Cookman. I hope they have 4. They have 4, and then I feel like they're doing good.
4 wins, okay.
Because I know they're gonna have some good recruits.
Yeah. I appreciate the call. I'm gonna get to the next caller. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate it.
All right. Let me get to the next one. What's going on, Caller? You live? Talk to me.
How you doing, man? I just want to say, first off, congratulations to Ed Reed, man. This man defense is about to be hell next year, man.
Think so?
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get some good recruits.
They're gonna wreak havoc, man. They're gonna wreak havoc. There's no way this man defense is not about to be at least top 2, or if not the best defense next year. Bethune is coming. They talking about Deion Sanders. Hey, Bethune is coming. Wildcat.
If he turned that defense around that fast, one of these Power 5 gonna try to poach him. So I think
I was saying the same thing, but I feel like by all the flack that he's seen that Deion got this year, man, I feel like he probably has figured out at least 3-4 years or something. But they do gotta come out their pocket though. They do gotta pay that man. They gotta pay that man to keep him, man. But,
I don't know. But
I can definitely see it.
I don't know about him staying 3 years.
More of our stars is gonna start taking, HBCU jobs, man, and just putting the HBCU back on the, where it used to be, man. Because we used to getting guys out, going to NFL back in the day. So we're just trying to bring that culture back, and I think it's amazing, man.
Yeah, I definitely want to see this trend keep going. We just think about somebody like Michael Vick in the SWAC. You get all these players with big names in the SWAC. I think it would be dope. And I understand a lot of the SWAC purists. They're like, well, we don't want it to be all about celebrities and stuff like that. We want to actually have coaches that's going to stay and going to be around. But I feel like you should want coaches that other programs would want, because other coaches will see your program as somewhere they can come and build their career there and actually go off and do other things. You don't want your conference to be a bunch of dead end jobs. You don't want your conference to be seen as that. Is if I go down here to the SWAC, I'm never going to be able to go nowhere else. You don't want it to be seen as that. I feel like having it
you want that job to be able to open more doors.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So I think that would just keep the revolving door open for great coaches coming into the SWAC.
Right. I'm in Florida with my stuff, man. I'm down here in Fort Myers, Florida right now. But
Okay.
just knowing that Ed Reed played in Miami, man, like what if Ray Lewis was his defense coordinator or something? Or what if he go get a big name? You know his coaching staff gonna be probably star-studded, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he got man a Hall of Famer, like y'all was saying. Like what if this man go get a star-studded coaching staff and recruiting gonna be out the ass, man? Like kids definitely gonna want to go to BC.
My only worry is that I wish they had a better venue than they have on campus. I wish that because they only have a 10,000.
You don't feel like he gonna bring in some money to like same thing like Deion, like how Walmart built their new facilities and new locker rooms. Like I see that same thing with Ed. Like I just feel like the money definitely gonna come. People gonna sponsor him just for even really taking that move. You feel me?
Yeah, I could see him expanding the stadiums, but I just wish they had something right now that people could fill up, because I think
that could wow the recruit right now. I see what you mean.
Yeah, because I think with the demand that's gonna come with him being the coach, you're gonna have so many people coming out to their games that it's gonna be hard for the visiting team to really get their crowd there, because most of the home fans are gonna be filling the stadium up. There's gonna be a lot of buzz. It's gonna be a lot of buzz in Daytona because it is higher.
Right. That's true. I definitely could see him putting just like Deion, man, putting some of his own money towards the facilities, though, like new locker rooms. Like the Bethune Cookman already got 5 uniforms, though. Them boy uniforms getting raw. But I just feel like a lot of the facilities definitely about to get upgraded.
Yeah.
And of course that money just gonna go up, man.
Yeah.
The ticket sales gonna go up. So like that enrollment gonna go up.
Someone said I could see the NFL getting involved, like how the Texans did with TSU. It's good. It's good P for the league. Well, PR. I guess you're trying to say PR. It's good PR for the league to invest resources into HBCUs. Yeah. The NFL should definitely get behind stuff like this. They got all this, these new campaigns they got, trying to, uplift the Black community and things like that. So that would be definitely a great way to show, that they care. They've been trying to do that ever since the Colin Kaepernick stuff. They've been trying to fix their image. So we definitely need to take advantage of that and tell them, hey, go and give us some of that money and upgrade these facilities while y'all trying to fix y'all image.
Right, yeah. Go ahead and build a pipeline. Just like they do with the minority coaches, like they try to pull guys up, you know what I'm saying, from the lower level. Yeah, that'll be dope. If they had like a fund for they're just HBCUs, just to, give us our respect, man. HBCU, I went to HBCU, shout out Benedict College, Columbia, South Carolina. I went to BC. Okay. Graduated 18, but
y'all had a good season.
Yeah, we had a good season this year, man. We were undefeated. Unfortunately, they lost first round in the playoff or second round. But yeah, BC did that thing this year, man. So HBCU, man, is back. The coach is back. I just feel like, it's a new day. It's a new day.
All right.
For sure. So.
All right. Well, appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate you having the show, man. I appreciate you letting me on, man.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you for the call.
Yes, sir.
Someone said, stop perpetuating a lot. Don't they have his salary to build that stuff? I never said he did. Don't get too excited. Eddie George in 2 years couldn't turn TSU around, and he had NFL people on his staff, so set reasonable expectations. I think Eddie George is doing good at TSU, though, y'all. I wasn't expecting Eddie George to do what Coach Prime did at Jackson State, but I think he's got a solid team, and he's been able to recruit well at TSU. Eddie George isn't in the SWAC. Most people don't know what conference he is in. The Daytona Speedway holds 100K and can host football games. I don't think they need nothing that big. I think a good 25,000 seater would be good for them with the demand they're probably going to get. Phone lines are open, y'all. 657-390-4814. I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Hope y'all had a good Christmas. We got New Year's coming up. Don't drink too much. Hope y'all stay safe. Don't drink and drive. It also helps that investment will be deserving. Give HBCUs are producing talented players like James Houston and Durant, and coaches like Prime and Willie Simmons. Not you, Swag Buzz, to Colorado. Okay. Eddie George almost got Niles Gaddy. Yeah, I don't know what Niles Gaddy was thinking about going there. If he was going there, you should just stay at JSU. I'm glad he stayed at JSU because it was perfect for him. He's going to be the leader of that defense. So I'm glad that he decided to stay at Jackson State. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to come on tonight, give y'all a quick show. I wanted to see what y'all thought about Ed Reed taking a job at Bethune Cookman. I appreciate y'all. I'll be dropping other videos this week, and we'll be going live this weekend as well. We got a lot to talk about. I'll be talking about the new recruits coming in and all the what Jackson State is doing, FAMU is doing. We're gonna talk about everything. It's the off season now, and all we pretty much got to talk about is the recruiting news. And I'm glad Ed Reed is here because we got more news to talk about in the SWAC. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a great thing. I know the 23 season is gonna be a great season. I think it's gonna be one of the best seasons in the SWAC. And I don't think Jackson State is just gonna dominate everything. I don't see Jackson State going undefeated again. But I think they're still probably going to win. They're still the favorite to win the SWAC. But I think it's going to be way more competitive this year. I think it's crazy. Nobody has invested money in the SWAC. The conference is growing rapidly. Yeah, that's crazy to me. You would think that people would be lining up to invest. I really just want us to get a great TV deal, though. Like, I want us to get to where each school is getting like 2 or 3 million. Or, like 10 million. I want us to get a contract like that to where our schools are getting 10 million a year. I think that would do so much to help our programs. But yeah, y'all, appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to end the show tonight. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll know when the next video drop. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm gone.